Hey everybody. So almost over. We got about a week and a half left. Today what we're going to do is we are going to review our factoring method with reverse FOIL and practice that. So when do we use that? Because that's a good thing to know. So we're factoring when we have three terms that are in the form x squared plus bx plus c. So when it starts with that x squared, and then you have like 3x plus 2, something like that. So these always factor into two parentheses with x and x. We always write that first. Then we have to decide on our signs. Remember, we made these cheat notes for our signs. They're in our foldable, but I'll go ahead and put them here. So depending on the signs between the bx and the c and the x squared and the bx, what signs those are will tell you what signs you need inside your parentheses. So you just match up your signs and then that'll tell you your signs you need here. You don't technically have to have this, but a lot of us like having that there. So, alright, so then how to figure that out. So we get our signs, what's going to go here and here from looking at this, or from some of us can figure it out this way. So to get the numbers that go here, because we're looking at answers that look like x plus 2, x minus 3, things like that. So to get those numbers, you need what two numbers that multiplies to c and adds to b. So I need numbers that multiply to this number, add to this number. So let's go through some examples. Alright, so on this one, first thing I do is put my two sets of parentheses, x and x. And some of you just wanted to write the numbers. Like, that's not the answer. We're looking at what multiplies together to give us this. So we need the sets of parentheses with the x and x. Alright, if we want to use our cheat notes for our signs, both these are plus, so both of these are going to be plus. And then we need things that multiply together to give us 6 and add to give us 7. So the two things that multiply together to give us 6 are 6 and 1 and 2 and 3. And what adds to give us 7 is 6 and 1. Let's do another one. So look at this example. We put our two parentheses, x and x. Our signs here look like they match up with this one, so it's going to be plus and a minus. So they're going to be opposite in sign. So when I'm looking for things that multiply together to give me negative 18, that's like negative 2 and 9 or 2 and negative 9. Negative 3 and 6, 3 and negative 6, 1 and negative 18, negative 1 and 18, things like that. So now we need to figure out which ones add together to give us a positive 7. And that's going to be negative 2 and 9. So we put the 2 with the minus and the 9 with the plus. Let's do another one. So we put our two sets of parentheses. If this is our problem with x and x, we can use our cheat notes for our signs. So minus and minus is going to be plus minus in the parentheses. So they're opposite signs, those numbers we're looking for. So when there's not a number here, that's understood to be a 1. So we're looking things that multiply to negative 20 and add to negative 1. And they're opposite in sign. So we're looking at like 2 and negative 10, negative 2 and 10. 4 and negative 5, negative 4 and 5. 1 and negative 20, negative 1 and 20. Those are the things we're going to be looking at. So we look for which one adds to negative 1. And that's going to be 4 and negative 5. So we put the 4 with the plus, the 5 with the negative 1. Now let's do one more example. So x squared minus 11x plus 28. We put our two sets of parentheses, x and x. Cheat note for our signs, they're both going to be minus. And then we need things that multiply to 28 and add to negative 11. They're both negative. So negative 1 and negative 28, negative 2 and negative 14, negative 4 and negative 7. So what adds to negative 11 is negative 4 and negative 7. So today we're going to practice some more with this factoring method. If you have any questions, send me a message.